Wanted to introduce myself to you again. My name is Nivia. I am a holistic health counselor and an occupational therapist. I see some familiar faces here from last time. I do this juicing class every third Tuesday of the month only because I think that it's the one way that we can start living kind of a healthier life. I believe that food is medicine. We put the right foods in our body, we get the right kinds of reaction. We put garbage in our body, that's exactly that we're going to get. So even as resilient as our bodies are, because they really are, we really beat it up a lot of times. We work 40 hours a week, we deal with the kids, our bodies are non-stop. But sooner or later, if we don't do right by our bodies like they do by us, our machine will break down. We'll start getting things like hypertension, we'll start getting headaches, we'll start getting a whole lot of problems with our bowels, with our stomachs, and so that's just the way that, to me, your body's telling you, look, you need to pay attention to what's going on, and we need to rectify it. So I commend you all for being here, because I find that juicing is one of the simplest ways to get your body kind of back on track. Even if you're doing juicing early in the morning and hopefully you'll have a good lunch, and at least if 2 out of your 3 meals are good meals, you're on the right track to getting healthy. Because remember, food is medicine. When you pick up that cheeseburger or those french fries, understand that if you eat it, it's not going to give your body the nutrition that it needs. So keep that in mind. Any questions for me? We're going to start the other one. The other one, this is a fatigue drink. I know that we're talking about working 40, sometimes 50 hours a week. We're really, really run down. And this drink will help kind of give you a boost. I have a spinach on the menu. And spinach is good because it helps support the large intestine. Remember I said that we have to have at least 1 to 3 bowel movements a day. And part of that system is our large intestine. And if we don't kind of help that along, all that stuff, all those toxins, all that garbage gets reintroduced back into our system. So we really want the rubbish to kind of take that stuff out. It helps with the liver, and it helps with vision. Spinach is a good food to give, especially to elderly people that are very weak and frail and are having problems with constipation. But make sure that it's not loose runny bowels that they're having, because then you don't want to give them spinach. Definitely you don't want to do that. The important thing about spinach, especially the way they sell it here, which is beautiful, nice and green, is that you have to wash it out really good because it grows in a sandy type of environment, and so you want to make sure that you rinse it out quite a bit so it doesn't get all that grit in it. Alfalfa sprouts. Here's some alfalfa sprouts. This comes always in Chinese food, right? Alfalfa, actually, it originated in Arabia, and alfalfa sprouts is called the father of all foods. And the reason, I think these are the baby sprouts. The alfalfa sprouts are a little bigger. And the reason that they call it the father of all foods, because the root goes down so deep into the soil that it takes in all of the minerals and the vitamins, and that's why it's such a good source of vitamins. The larger, the mature ones. These are immature. These are recommended not to be used for people that have autoimmune diseases like lupus or like rheumatoid arthritis. They probably help worsen the condition. So if you're using this, make sure that they're the mature ones, not the skinny ones. So hopefully nobody has that here, because I'm going to put in this. I was looking for the big ones, but they didn't have the big ones. Do you? It tastes a little bit different.
I eat it at home, but I
make sure that you get the big, the mature ones. That's the benefit. It helps to decrease cholesterol again for those that are hopefully on any cholesterol lowering medication. This is a good one. It helps to detoxify. It acts as a diuretic. And again, like the one that I mentioned before, it helps to fight cancer. This is alfalfa sprouts. Carrots. What did they tell you as a kid carrots were good for? You remember that Bugs Bunny always eating the carrot? It is very good for vision. Let's see what else with the carrots. It is, you know, I read today that the ancient word for carrot is called feline, which means love. So the carrot is considered an aphrodisiac. So drink it up. It helps to tonify the kidneys. It supports the lungs, the spleen, the pancreas, and the liver. I know a lot of people love to juice carrots. If you are diabetic, be careful because the carrot is super, 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 super sweet. It's better to eat it because when you eat it, it's almost like processed food when you put it through here because it takes away all of the pulp and everything stays behind. So it's a nice vegetable to use because it serves as a sweetener. My two favorite things to do when juicing to get to the sweet taste is either apple and the carrot. I'm putting both in this one. So that's probably why it's going to lift you up because it has so much sugar in it. So that's the carrot. And the apple. Fuji apples are my favorite. Have you guys had Fuji apples? I don't see too many of them anymore. The apples are good. There's 75 different types of apples that you can buy, which that's a lot of different types of apples. And it contains an acid in the apple that helps to reduce fermentation in the stomach. It's considered a cooling, so it's very refreshing. If you're out in the sun, take your apple when it's nice and crispy and it has a lot of juice. Oh my God, it's like eating it as opposed to putting it here. It's the best fast food you can carry.
Which apple is the best?
Huh?
For this, which apple?
You can use
Gala or which one?
I prefer Fuji apples. I've tried several ones. To me, I like the sweetness. But some people like green apples because they're more tardy. It depends. The Gala I like, but for me, the ones that I tasted have not been sweet enough. So this kind of fulfills my sweet tooth, and I like the crunchiness of it. It just has a nice crisp crunch. But this is not Fuji. This is something else. This is a New Zealand one, so we'll see how it goes. It helps to ease thirst and reduce fever. So this is some of this stuff. So let's get this started. Any questions so far? I'm gonna see how much I get of this in here because we may need more than a lot of people. I'm just gonna cut this off.
No, when you're saying spinach, can we use baby spinach? Or got to be the big ones?
The bigger, the better. The baby spinach, and you know, this is a good. Sometimes I don't like buying the ones in the plastic bag. I like to come here and where they have all of this stuff still attached to it, which is really nice. You see it? So here we go. I'm just gonna cut the ends off of it. I think I may have enough spinach. I may, and I think let's see. Let's see how much liquid we get. Spinach, like other vegetables, can be eaten raw. I actually like to saute my spinach with a little bit of oil and vinegar. Not oil, and onions.